everybody, here we are in Tampa, Florida, and we're just about ready to take our little jitney over to the ship.
What do you mean jitney?
Well,
we're going to take a bus.
It's going to be a bus?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A
no
big
jitney.
bus.
No jitney.
A big bus. A big bus.
Anyway, we're just ready to start our adventure here, and we're staying at the airport hotel here our first night. And when I say the airport hotel, I mean the hotel is right between the runways, right?
Yeah, but it's quiet. We didn't hear a sound during the night, so it's wonderful.
Really, really very nice.
Convenient for us.
So anyway, we're going to get started, and we'll see you on the ship.
Well, we really weren't kidding when we said that we were right in the sort of right between the runways. In fact, the control tower was just actually right behind us here, and you see that the parking lot's back there, and those were the little jitneys I was talking about. Those little things on the track, like little train things, trams. And then here's the hotel just sort of nestled right in there. It was a beautiful hotel, wasn't it, Betty?
It was very convenient, just getting off the plane and going right into the hotel. And by the way, this is a departure from Tampa. Mm-hmm. We have usually departed from Fort Lauderdale. Right. So this was a little different than what we had done before.
And, of course, there you can see one of the planes has just landed. And if you look beyond the plane over there, you will see the Gulf of Mexico, as that's coming into view too. So this is very unusual, I thought, the hotel, the location of it, but it was very, very nice. Tampa, of course, is a very beautiful area, and the environs around this, I think, are really super. Florida's got really so much to offer, and that, I guess I shouldn't be saying that being a Californian, but it really does have.
It does have a lot, and I thought that we ate dinner there, and I thought the meal was great.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Paul.
We're aboard ship already, yeah, and looks like members of my family aren't going to waste any time in getting a little libation.
Let's try this again. This is your home now. You can make noise. Welcome aboard the beautiful, elegant MS Nordam. You sound great. Let's hear it for the girls who love the guys. Let's hear it for the guys who love the girls. Let's hear it for those folks who like to cheat on their IRS taxes. I knew this was a fun group. Well, we want to give away some drinks right here before we start our festivities. We have the Mimosa Madness. Ben from our Filipino bar staff here has brought all these wonderful drinks down, so we need to give them away. We have a drink to give away to the first person who can come to me to answer this question. By the way, my name is Cameron. I'm your cruise director. I come from Los Angeles, California. We have thousands and thousands of activities for you this cruise. We're going to keep you busy this cruise. But if you can answer what item you need to carry with you to find all of these wonderful activities, you're going to get a Mimosa Madness. The first person who comes to me to answer this question will get a Mimosa Madness. Come right down here if you will. What's the answer? The Passenger Pocket Guide. That doesn't have all the activities, but that's very good that you're carrying that. Your guest identification card, that does not list all of the activities, but it's very good that you found that as well. Two very important things. The first person who can come to me, what item do you need to carry? She's holding it right here. I think she's got it. What do you have there in your hand? The daily program. You will receive this underneath your cabin door every night. It has all the activities. What's your name? Kay, where are you from? Victoria, Canada. Do we have any Canadians here? Wow, a large group of Canadians. Everyone say hi, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. We've met someone new. There's a Mimosa Madness. Give her a round of applause.
I think it's interesting, Betty, because the activities start actually before the ship even thinks about leaving the dockside,
You know, it's a good experience here for people watching this because so many people think that, I'd be bored to death if I took a cruise. You don't get bored.
No, you don't. And as you can see, we haven't even left yet, and here we are. Betty mentioned before, of course, we are leaving from Tampa on this particular cruise that we took, and Tampa's kind of building this up as a big port right here. They're still working on it, so they have a lot of construction there going on, but they do have an absolutely beautiful aquarium that is right there dockside. So again, we're getting ready to leave. The tugboat will be coming up in a little bit to take us out. But as Betty just mentioned, there is always on a cruise something to do. I mean, you can't do it all.
That's
the
right.
whole
Or
thing. You
not
can't.
to do. If
Or
you're,
not
if
to do.
you're so inclined to just to sit in the deck chair and relax, it's
Go
up
to sleep.
you. It's
Right.
up to you.
That is what's right. Well, here the tugboat has already
Yeah.
come in, and of course, usually on these cruises you leave, sometime in the afternoon around 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. But they let you on the ship earlier, and of course, we just saw there was a little introductory type of activity going on, and of course, there's food because that Lido deck on the back there is just open all the time. It seems like for all sorts of wonderful goodies, and that's the one thing that you always have, of course, on a cruise.
Food. I know. I told my people
More
now,
food.
don't eat lunch at the hotel. Wait till you get on the ship.
Right. There's a shot there of the aquarium that we just mentioned, and that's quite a nice place here. I just wish that we would have had a little more time, so we would have been able to have visit that. However, if we ever sail out of Tampa again, we might be able to do that.
That's on the agenda.
That's on the
Yeah,
agenda.
it will be.
It will be, right? Yeah.
But we're leaving, and we're going from Fort Lauderdale this time.
On the next cruise,
Yes,
yes. And that's coming up when, Betty?
That's April the 3rd.
April the 3rd of
Yeah.
1999. In fact, right now we are making booking for that particular adventure. So if you're interested in that, well, you give Betty a call. We'll give you the address and the telephone number a little bit later on. But as we said, food, and there we are. And so we decided also to get our group together because we had people come from all over the place. They're joining us. So Betty got everybody together there so that we could all meet and have a good time together, which we did for the days that we were going through the Panama Canal. In fact, right now, why don't we just have everybody give a little introduction of who they are.
I'm Joanne Clark. I'm from Columbia, California.
Esperanza Pastor from Delano. I got a loud voice.
Bailey Talon from Delano.
Loretta Scranton from Porterville. Teller from Porterville.
I'm sorry, what did you say? He's shy. I bet you're louder than that on the playground.
Matt Kirkpatrick from Fresno.
Thank you. Yay! Matthew.
Okay. Kirkpatrick from Fresno.
Okay.
I'm Florence Midkiff from
Montana, and that water and places hereabouts, huh?
That's right.
I'm Paul Harrison, Montana.
I'm Jackie Nobla, living in Fresno.
I am Jackie's best part. Fresno.
This is Michelle. I'm not Michelle, he's Michelle. I'm Jackie.
Yes.
Margot Belando from Fresno.
Helen Stonering from Enterprise, Oregon.
I'm Josephine Ferris from Enterprise, Oregon. Recently, Olympia, Washington.
And I'm Ina Patty. I'm from Spokane, Washington, and Yuma, Arizona. 6 months each place.
Oh, good.
That's the good life, huh?
I'm Lemming from Madera, California. If you can't remember my name, just holler red and I'll answer it.
Take your hat off. Let me see your
Doesn't look
head.
red anymore.
I'm Clyde Stoneberg from Enterprise, Oregon. Not much of anything. That's a painted.
Oh, Charlene Bone, Bakersfield. And I'm Mary Strump, Pismo Beach, California.
Well, we certainly had a delightful group of people, and they were from, as we said, just from all over, so it was great. And we're not going to waste any time because we're getting right into the activities, and I see Margot and Betty and a few others there from our group that decided that they were going to learn a little line dancing. That was one of the first activities, right?
Oh, and it's such fun.
And stuff that right foot, and that's going to kind of swing you around this way. And now, as in all line dances, you're going to change direction. Let's try it once facing this direction, just to make sure you got it. All right. And an advanced thing. Instead of doing the grapevine clap, you can turn. Behind, right. Left behind, left. Forward, walks back. Rock forward, rock back. Step, step, right behind, right. Left behind, left. Forward, walks back. Rock forward, rock back. Step, step, right behind, right. Left behind, left. Forward, walks back. Rock forward, rock back. Step, step, right behind, right. Left behind, left. Forward, walks back. Rock forward, rock back. Step, step, right behind, right. Left
Betty, I saw you doing that, but I didn't see where were your boots?
Oh, this isn't for boots.
You didn't wear any Western boots on the ship?
No,
Okay,
no.
I guess you can do it without, huh?
But I wore my Costa Rica shirt.
Your Costa Rica shirt? It looked like it was a lot of fun, was it?
Oh, it is fun. It's just really, it's not all that easy. Once you get into the rhythm, it's fine. But I just about killed a poor man in back of me one time. I went backwards instead of forwards.
Well, it looks like the dancing just goes on and on and on. It looked like lots of fun, Betty.
Well, you see, they had a really good turnout. Some of the gals are really good. They belong to clubs.
Line dancing clubs?
Yeah. And I was always tried to get in back of one so I'd know where to put my feet. I needed direction.
Well, did you go to more than one class on this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They had them every day. Well, there's always some type of physical activity, but see, I like to get the prizes. You get your little book stamped, and you get so many stamps in your book, and then you get a prize, and that's for me. I had all kinds of stamps.
That's good. Well, and it is fun to participate in a lot of these things. This guy didn't
didn't
look like he was the greatest golfer in the world. Yeah.
No?
But you have to realize, too, you're out there at sea, and there's probably a little bit of wind coming along. So if you were, and those are
Oh, those are ping pong balls.
Right,
yeah, so you can't do much with that. But you see, they kind of break some of them up. Some of the contests are for men only, and so they compete against each other. And then there's some for women, and there's some partners if you want to do it that way.
And then some people just want to rest.
Now, that's your dad.
Yep, and I think that's what he said. I want to go on a cruise, and I just want to rest. And
doesn't that look wonderful? I did a lot of that myself because I would wear myself out, and then I'd have to go rest.
Well, it's like you said, like we've said so many times before on this program, is that you can be as active as you want, and you can be just as sedentary as you. Did I say it right?
Sedentary.
Yeah.
But I like.
That means just sitting down or laying down.
Doing nothing, no how. But I love to get in the chair, in the deck chair, and watch the people. It's a great people watcher place, and they're promenading and all the different ways they walk and saunter.
Well, and a lot of them are, I was surprised this time when I saw so many people doing their mile around the ship. I mean, they did every morning, every afternoon.
Then you got a stamp. You see, the
gal
they were
going for the prize.
Well, of course, the gal was there to stamp their little book.
Well,
and every once in a while, one would cheat. I would watch them, and they'd go out the side door, and then and then come around and get their stamp.
Oh boy! Well, now we have arrived at Grand Cayman Island, and this area I thought was very, very exciting. We're going to take a little tour around it on today's show. And I had the opportunity to go out and, now this is going to sound really strange, but I went swimming with the fish.
Yeah, explain.
Snorkeling with the fish.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Enjoyed that. You came back just so excited about it.
And they said, this you might have a little skill level, but there wasn't any skill at all. Anybody could have done it. And they told us that this was Bill Gates' yacht, and there's mine.
That's his dream come true.
Really wouldn't. Hey, I wouldn't mind doing that. But anyway, our ship here is going to drop anchor. See, we just got in here, and this is quite an operation. I got up there to watch how they were doing this, and it takes more than one person to drop the anchors on a big cruise line like this. But isn't this beautiful coming into this harbor? Look
now,
at that.
Marv, that was an old pirate ship out there.
And there are probably some old pirates on it, too.
And, well, you could take a tour out there. Isn't that around the area where you snorkeled, too?
No.
Not there?
No, I went on the other side.
Well, there's another place.
Well, that's what I was going to say. And I'll tell you about that when we get over there. Okay. Because at first I thought, boy, this is going to really, this is going to really tax my strength and all that. Granny could have done it. You know, I mean, really.
And I could have done it.
Anybody
even,
could have
huh?
done it. It was fabulous, and I would recommend that to anybody that does go to Grand Cayman, and it was fun because there's only two places they say, one or two places in the world I think that you can do that. So swimming with the manta rays or the big stingray fish, you know, and they were just they were nice. You could actually lift them up out of the water, and they would eat out of your mouth. Now they would eat out. They wouldn't eat out of your mouth. They would eat out of your hand. Yeah.
For their mouth.
For their mouth,
now,
right.
see, that one didn't interest me at all.
Oh,
I have done snorkeling, but the manta ray part scared me. I thought, I don't
You know why?
Well,
And I'll
it
tell you
scared
what,
me at the time.
Yeah, but they told us a secret of that, and that is when you're walking on the sand, because you're out there on a sandbar, and when you walk on the sand, what you do is you just kind of push the sand a little bit in front of you, because if there's one that was buried there, then you could, conceivably step on, that little spine, which is a stinger. But that really wasn't the case. I mean, the situation that we had. Oh, there's the anchor going down there. So what you do is you just kick a little sand right there, and actually, if you stand right there, they just come right to you. I mean, because it's just like almost like any animal. If you're going to feed them, they come to you.
Of course, they know this, don't they? They're pretty tame
sure, yeah, because
it's been going on for a long time.
Right, but it was fun. It was a highlight. I'll tell you. I just really enjoyed it so much, and I didn't see Bill Gates out there because he had his own boat. If indeed that was his,
well, I'm sure it was. That's what they told
so?
me. That's his helicopter on the top of the deck up there. If they need to go out see some business, but it's a beautiful, beautiful yacht.
Oh, I guess, and your own helicopter, and you've got to look at the back of that. There, there's room that you could use that for a diving platform or whatever. I guess. Huh?
And
suppose he had a computer on board.
No. Oh, would he have a computer? Is he into that, Marv?
Yeah, I kind of think so. Probably the whole ship is run by computer, I would imagine. But it was kind of nice to see.
We got a big thrill out of watching it. There's no question about it. Look that's Bill Gates. Everybody was passing the word. Look at. Now
No, that's not Bill Gates.
No,
these are the
Williams.
tenders. Yeah, these are the tenders from the ship that we got on. And I really like the way that Holland America does this, because they take several of these down and they wait almost sort of in line, and then they fill one up, and as soon as that goes, bingo, the next one is right there loading up with passengers, so you don't have to wait. I mean, and you'd figure, when you have a big cruise ship and you have a lot of people that want to go ashore, they handle this so fast, so efficiently, and it is just really, really wonderful. That's one of the things I'm very impressed with. Well, one of the many things I should say I'm impressed with Holland America.
I love to be one of the first ones off, because then you can go and make arrangements to go and see what it is you want to see when you're on the shore there.
Yeah, and
very safe.
There is so much there's so much to do too, and there's just if you want to just wander around the little towns, of course, that you go to, or if you want to take a tour around those, or like you say, if you want to go snorkeling. In fact, there were several things. I remember I went to sign up for this the thing I was going to do with the fish, and Betty, those things that they had there must have been about a dozen activities, and boy, they just filled up real fast. I mean, people were really anxious to get out and do some wonderful things. Have you ever tried this?
No.
Never tried that?
I have a great respect for the water. I do know how to swim, and I've been swimming for years, but I don't do things like that. I mean, I only do river rafting and fall off the river raft and climb trees and stuff. No,
but this isn't so far to fall.
No, you're right.
That's
you're
not so
right.
far to fall.
But the water's hard too.
Oh,
like cement.
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. You're gonna
I'd hurt me if I fell.
You're gonna wear a life vest or something like that, right?
Yeah, but I had a life vest when I fell off the raft too, and that I'm not going to do that
again.
again.
I think you were just more afraid than you didn't get hurt.
I beg your pardon. You keep your opinion to yourself. I know what I was.
You know what you was.
I do.
Okay. Well, anyway, we are now on one of the tenders, and we are going to go ashore here in Grand Cayman. And this is kind of nice too, because it's the first chance that you really get to look at the ship from a different angle. Of course, from the water side, as it were. This ship, the Noordam, is one of the older ships in the Holland America line, and they have some new, big, beautiful, wonderful ships that they have also now put into service. And on our next cruise to the Panama Canal, we're going to go on my favorite of all favorites, and that, of course, is the Westerdam, which I think
so beautiful.
It's an elegant ship, and it is. Again, it's not one of the new glitzy ones with all the plastic and all the chrome. It is truly a magnificent sailing ship, and it is quite a bit bigger than the Nordam, as you see here. Betty, we're going to talk more about that, but let's find out when the trip is again to the Panama Canal.
Yeah, we are leaving April the 3rd. Actually, leaving April the 2nd because Holland America puts itself overnight at Fort Lauderdale, just in case you miss connections in your flight. And so the courtesy of them, and we spend the night, and then we leave around 11:30 the next morning, and the buses take us out to the ship. Very convenient, very well done, very well regulated. You know, there's not much waiting.
You have to do that, yeah, that's true.
So,
but anyway, that will be then in April of 1999.
Yes.
And it's good to get a cabin right now because they do go fast.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Grand Cayman. My name is Jerry. Hi. Jerry May. Okay.
Hi, Jerry May.
Now, my last name is Gold.
Oh, I want to touch you.
Now, as we go along on this tour, I'm going to be telling you a little about the island. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask as we go along, feel free. Ask your questions, and I'll be more than willing to try to answer you as best as I can. Now, first of all, I must say that we're located here in Georgetown, and Georgetown is the capital of our island. And we're going to circle around the town so you'll get to see what the town looks like. Anyone wants to try the rum cake?
Oh, yes.
You want to go to the rum outlet?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, the island here, folks, was first discovered by Christopher Columbus. And it was discovered on the 10th of May, 1503. Now, these islands became British officially in the year 1670. Today, we are still a British Crown colony. And we're built up of 3 islands. Our islands are called Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman. Now, out of the 3 islands, Grand Cayman are the largest. You know, this island here is 22 miles long and it is 8 miles wide. And we have a population of about 35,000 now. Our main industries are tourism and banking. You might have heard we have approximately 554 registered banks on these islands. You know, we pay no taxes. We're tax-free. And with being tax-free, it draws great attraction to all of the investors coming in, and therefore gives us an excellent economy here in the Cayman Islands. Everyone in this island that wants to have a job, they have no excuse. Jobs are provided, there is no unemployment. We also import a heavy labor force from overseas as well. We got people working here from many, many different countries of the world on work permits. Permits are granted by our immigration board. They get like yearly permits. Our high tourist season is like from December 15th to April. So we're coming down now to the end of the season. But nevertheless, all year round, we still have a reasonable amount of tourists coming into the island. So therefore, you know, it helps to keep our economy going. We're heading towards North Church Street area now. And then pretty soon we will be approaching one of the most famous beaches in the island. Which is called 7 Mile Beach. And that is an area where we have lots of tourists, all of our tourists who come to these islands for vacation. You know, we have an international airport, so it's not only cruise ship that you can get here by, you can come by the airlines as well. And we have our own international airline, which is Cayman Airways. We have Northwest, US Air, American, Delta. They all make daily flights in and out of the island. And 7 Mile Beach would be one of the choice spots for most of the tourists who visit these islands for vacation. So as we go along in that area, I'll point out to you the different hotels, condos, and we also have the governor's residence on 7 Mile Beach, and I'll point out to you. And we'll make a short stop by the beach, and we'll get to see what the beach really looks like. And if you have questions, like I've said before, you feel free, okay? You'll see a lot of tourists walking the beach. Here, this is Sleep-In Hotel. That's one of the inexpensive hotels. You might have heard that this island is very expensive. It really is. Everything is imported. And that makes cost of living here for us very, very high.
What do you mean inexpensive? Give us a
Okay, when I say inexpensive, you can get a room there under $100. You know? They got rooms like $80 a night, you know, $100. But you got the other hotels like $200 a night and up, you know, like the 5-star hotels. This is Treasure Island Resort here to the left. This is also another nice hotel. This building originally was built by some country western stars, which was Randy Travis, Dolly Parton, Conway Twitty. Well, he passed on, but he was a part of it. They built this hotel, and when it was first built, it was called the Best Western. That was a private West Indian club, and it has now turned into a private residence. That big building there. And that is owned by a rich guy from the U.S. His name is Dart. They, you know, the family of them does all the styrofoam cups. You know, make those styrofoam cups and so forth. And they are very wealthy. And they've done a lot of investment here in the island.
Well, as we traveled around the island, you could see that there was a difference. There was a lot of beautiful, beautiful places. In fact, the area that we're in right now is sort of a private area that we were allowed to drive around in, and there were some private boat docks there too. Also some golf courses in this particular area, and some of the beautiful hotels, of course, that we just passed. And then there were some very modest places too that we saw.
The price she said, that wasn't bad. You know, if you get something for $80 a night, that's a pretty reasonable amount of money.
Yeah, if you could find one for $80 a night, those things would probably
but
be.
But you know,
booked
you'd
pretty
have to
fast.
want to be a golfer or surfer, really, to go here.
Yeah, it'd be a nice place to go. Be a great place also to go for a honeymoon.
He is appointed for a term of 4 years in office, and he is in charge of all the external affairs of these islands. The governor also appoints the 3 official members in government, which is the financial secretary, administrative secretary, and the attorney general. And we do have general elections once every 4 years. We have 15 persons that we elect as our representatives. And out of that 15, among themselves, 5 is elected as ministers.
Well, we found out a little bit about the island. We'll see more on next week's adventure, and then you'll see me with the fish. Anyway, if you're interested in our trip,
then don't turn in if you're going to see him with the fish.
we've got a lot more information for you. Give Betty a call at 488-7443. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.